Hey everybody, this is Tambiota and you're watching the Masterpiece Theater. So today we're going to be reviewing the MP-12 Lambor, or as some of us like to call them, Sideswipe. So you can see here, this is the box, and you can see the official Lamborghini license. So with these figures, Takara Tomy actually went out and got the official license to be able to use these vehicles again for the Masterpiece line. So we can see here in the box that we have both him in both modes, in robot and in his vehicle mode. Coming around to the side, you can see on this side right here, we have the vehicle mode, and then on this side we have him, just a pose of him in his robot mode. Then on the back we have basic stuff, so some kind of bio things and such, but you can see here the weapons that he comes with. This is him with size comparison of him with MP-10 Optimus Prime, and just showing that he can fit inside of the trailer here. And then these are all of the different things that he comes with inside of his packaging. And you can see the hologram foil here that they used for the license. This is very cool. This is an official, this is not a KO. Anything that you see here on Masterpiece Theater, you can rest assured this is not a KO. There will not be a KO on this channel on Masterpiece Theater. We are going 100% legit with all of these figures. I have, when I first started collecting, I painstakingly went and bought originals from reputable companies like Big Bad Toy Store, like TF Source, like Toy Dojo, and the place that I buy them the most is Robot Kingdom. So all these places were bought, all these figures were bought from legitimate online retailers. So, all right, so well, let's go ahead and get the box open so we can check out the figure. Okay, so here's Lambor out of the box, and he is in his robot mode. So we'll go ahead and start in that mode, and then we'll show off his car mode a little bit later. Inside the box, he does show up in his car mode. Now, just a little reminder that here on Masterpiece Theater, we will not be focusing on transformation. I don't remember if I said that already or not, but we'll just be focusing on the aspects of the figure in both of its modes, in its robot mode and in its car mode, and we'll be checking out accessories and stuff like that. If you're looking for a review of transformation, I'm sure that there are tons of reviews out there, and I'm sure that there are a lot of other people out there that are way better than I am. So I'm sorry if that's what you're looking for, but like I said, we're just going to focus on the figures themselves and what they provide in a collection, usually with them being on display. So here you can see this is how I normally display him. I have with him with his rifle and his shoulder cannon. So he does have some extra things inside of his packaging. He has his instructions and bio card, and he has some pull drivers that are in the in here. These are an extra little feature for one of the episodes. So to use that function, we'll just go ahead and take this gun. Oh man, I tried to clean these off the best that I could. I still see some dust on this figure, but they've been on display for a while. I do have them in cases that have doors on them, but the dust does seep through, and after a while it builds up. So try to clean them off the best that I can, but I missed a few little spots. Now with the gimmick here, you want to open up the arm and you want to flip the fist back in. Just this little panel right here, and you're just flipping the fist back in. Then you close it back up. So we'll take these, and you just want to attach them like so. And I'm just assuming that these portions go on the inside, the hollow parts. So now he has his little pole drivers where he can 1, 2, 3 Mike Tyson punch to knock you out. Now he does have this gun up here also, and you know, it's supposed to resemble his missile launcher, and it even has what looks like a function for the missile launcher, but it doesn't work. So you know how I was talking about KOs and some of the aspects or some of the things on them. So one of the main things that you can see on here that would prove that it's not a KO is this black line that's around the headlight right here. And most of those KOs, those first batches that came out, didn't have that on there. And I can go on about how I feel about KOs, and that would be a whole other video, but let's just kind of keep to this. So all right, so let's take a little bit of a break, and I'm going to get this guy into car mode, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and here's Lambor out of the packaging and in his car mode. And I never noticed that. I got some mist paint on there. There's a couple of spots. Oh well. Oh well, we have Lambor here, and that's what's important. And you know, this was like one of my first car robots that I got, one of the smaller cars. And you know, I really like them. The only thing I wish they would have done, and I'll probably say this on every single other video review with Masterpiece, is that I wish instead of just using plastic tires, they would have given us rubber wheels. But so there is an extra little feature that you can do, is you can take the guns and you can tab them together like this, and then you can actually take, there's a kind of a little spring-loaded part right there that you can push down on, and then he can have his guns on top of his car. He rolls all right. He is a little low to the ground, so some things do kind of scrape. And you can hear that. So this was before they started. So the rear view mirrors are on here. This was before they started making them as kind of side accessories where you would put them on. These are permanently on here. And dude, the headlights are clear. They used paint on the back here, but it looks really nice. You know, I'm always a stickler, and that's something that I always complain about with Hasbro figures, is that they don't ever paint or fully paint the figures, and it's not the case with Masterpieces usually. So you can see that there's some issues, and that may just be that the figure is so old that I've had it rubbing up against stuff. because I've taken these to a few conventions and had them on display, so I've moved them around quite a bit. But yeah. So that'll go ahead and do it for this episode of Masterpiece Theater. Don't forget that you can find me on Facebook. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do. And if you have, then like always, I will see you tomorrow. This has been Tambiota. Thanks for watching.